Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my little garage here. Something has happened for the first time in a long time today. The Boxster 986, as you just saw, has been started up. It's had a new battery in and it's been driven for the first time in probably around about 8 or 9 months. It's also in the garage here today for the very first time. It's never been in this garage, although I did have to get the car trailered to the garage because obviously at the minute it's got no MOT and it's not roadworthy. It's not in roadworthy condition. But do you remember, probably, I think I was on about 24,000 subscribers, and I said this: I'm looking to get 100,000 subscribers. The moment I hit 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to give this car away to one of you lucky Driver 81 soldiers. Yeah, well, that's about to happen. We're currently, at the time of making this video, I'm probably on about, I think it's on 97,000 subscribers. So pretty soon, the channel's going to be ticking over onto 100,000 subscribers, which means I'm going to be giving that car away. It also means that I need to get it in roadworthy condition. So this video is really all about me preparing the car, showing you and telling you what I'm going to be doing with the car in order to give it away, to make sure it's given away in good roadworthy condition. And hopefully by the end of the video, we'll have a car which is in roadworthy condition, has lots of new parts on it and is looking very, very shiny. Let's crack on. Oh, before we do that, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you don't miss a single thing. You can also follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. And I'm sorry about this new horrible haircut. I've been completely butchered at the butchers. Okay, so the wheels are off, car's obviously jacked up as you see. Now, one thing I want to say is that all of the things I'm going to do to this car, I'm not going to go into great detail because obviously the video would just be way too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to summarize every job that I'm doing, maybe show you a little bit here and there. And also any product that I use in this video, I'll put the links to in the description below this video so you can go out and check the product out yourself. Maybe it might help you in your garage while you're working on your Porsche Boxster or whatever Porsche you've got. So before I do any mechanical work, I'm going to plug this tool in. It's the POR version 1.0 kit, and we're going to check for any fault codes that may be occurring on the system. I'm going to show you how easy it is to use. Click onto Diagnostics, click onto your specific vehicle. So in this case, we're looking for 986. Manually select the DME, the engine system. We go to read DTCs. No fault code found. That is a really good sign. So that's all I'm really checking for. Link in the description below for this particular kit. All right, sexy mode initiated. First job, oil change, oil filter and air filter. Now it's very important that when you remove the oil filter, you do an inspection of the oil filter, and what you're looking for is any metal particles or shavings. This is a sure sign that the IMS is about to give way and could potentially turn your engine to chocolate pieces. I'm very pleased with the result of this one so far. There's no showings of any particles or any little bits of metal shavings anywhere in the oil filter. I will do a more extensive check. And this cassette kind of just pulls out and you get the filter out as well. You can see the difference between the old and the new, but this isn't really too bad. I've seen a lot worse. Now next up, I'll be replacing 6 ignition coils and 6 spark plugs. I can't find a record of the spark plugs and ignition coils ever being replaced on this car, so it's probably good practice for me to do this now, so I know it's definitely been done. So we've got all 6 spark plugs and all 6 ignition coils out now. You may notice on some of the ignition coils they have really bad cracking. That is severely going to impact performance. So that may well have something to do with one of the flat spots we were encountering. Those are the spark plugs as well. And we take a look at the difference between the new plugs and the old plugs. All of these have got some form of cracking, either big cracks like that or hairline cracks. Interestingly, these 3 here are in better condition, but they still do have a little bit of cracking. So everything did need to be replaced, and I'm pleased we've done it. So now we've got all 6 coils and plugs fitted to the car. The job took around about, I would say probably about 2 hours to do. It is quite fiddly, you know, you've got to get your hands in certain situations, but overall it's very doable for a DIYer. So I would say if you're thinking about doing it, you know, definitely give it a try. You'll feel really good having completed the job. But we've got to start the car now for the first time. Then I'm going to read the codes again and make sure that there are no fault codes on there and making sure that all of the cylinders are firing correctly. Let's give this a try. And that's sounding a lot better when it starts up. No warning lights. And what I'll do, hope you can hear me, is come round. Got this semi plugged in, just force it in. And then let's have a look now to see if we get any codes. Hopefully we won't get any fault codes. Everything sounds like it's running okay. It sounds like it's running really healthily. Sorry about this, you probably can't see. Right. Read DTCs, no fault code found. That's really good news. So that's good, really pleased with that. The progress of the car is coming on really nicely now. And what I've got now is brake pads, and nestled over there somewhere and amongst all that crap, I've got new discs as well. So I'm putting new discs and pads in, new sensors to put in as well. I'd say the pads which are on the car at the minute, they are quite good. They've got quite a lot of meat on them. But I think if you're changing over discs, you need to be putting new pads in as well, because the grooves of the pads might be adhering to the grooves of the disc, and you know you may get a little bit of vibration if you don't do them all at the same time. So let's get those brakes done. This car's coming on nicely. Right, so we've now got new discs and pads on all four corners of the Boxster. It did take me a few days actually, because I was trying to fit it in around other jobs that I had to do, not just on this Boxster but on other cars, and obviously I've got my own work as well to consider, so I'm doing this in my own time really. But we've got Brembo pads and Padgett discs. So it's going to stop a lot better. To be honest with you, the pads which were on there, they didn't really need doing, but I did want to just refresh everything for the new owner. So I've got a couple more jobs to do. I need to, well, I'll show you. I was doing a track day and the wing mirror just fell off. Hello. So I need to put that back on. Also, when I'm starting the car, I'm getting a coolant flashing light come on here. It's like a flashing light, so I suspect it either means that it's low on coolant or there's a different problem. I'm just going to do a top up for now. If I get the chance before the car is given away, I will do a full coolant flush, but that all really just depends on the amount of time I have between now and the channel hitting 100,000 subscribers. I am super happy with the way this car is progressing. I've pretty much done all of the jobs that I really wanted to do in this particular video. Now what I'm going to do now is take the car to the MOT testing station. An MOT, I'm not sure if I mentioned it earlier, is kind of like a yearly test to make sure the car is in roadworthy condition. So that will be the biggest test of all, and that may well be the biggest money spender. If money needs to be spent on that, I will be spending money on it to put it in roadworthy condition. But I'm going to get this down to the MOT station. I know you guys will probably be already checking on the Gov website to see if it has passed its MOT or whatever. I'm going to be making sure that this video goes live before the car is presented for an MOT test. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell so you don't miss anything. Remember, I'm giving this car away to one of the subscribers on this channel, and once it hits 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving it away. I don't have the opportunity right now to take any rolling shots of the car. I've got nobody with me. Plus, I don't really want to be doing things like that when it's not legal, not in roadworthy condition. So here's some old footage of the car, rolling shots of the car. Let's just pretend in these shots I'm on my way down to the test centre. I'll see you in the next update, which should be very soon.